we are out here with the public. We're going to be sharing statements from our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to the public, and then getting their thoughts and reactions on that.
We visit the sick and set free the captives.
This sort of person, from reading those statements, I would say that's kind of a charitable person, telling people to go and visit the sick and help the poor. So that was what springs to mind for me when you read those statements.
A compassionate person, I would say.
Yeah?
I would say. Compassionate. Caring. Yeah.
A caring person.
Yes. Yeah.
I would agree with this person because that's what everybody would like to do, to feed the poor, to take care of the sick, and that's a goal for everyone to try to do that.
Yeah. A white man has no superiority over a black man, nor a black man has any superiority over a white man except by piety and good actions. What's your thoughts on this statement and the person who said this?
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah, because it's essentially saying everyone's equal, right?
Yeah.
Apart from the only thing that differentiates them is what they do, which is the truth, because what defines you as a person isn't your color, it's what you do.
Kind of like an equality person, someone dealing with equality. So like there's a lot of people, a lot of racism coming about. So trying to educate people and saying that we should treat people equally, and no matter what our skin colours are, we're all human beings, that we should be treated equally. So someone dealing with equality.
Was that said by Martin Luther King?
By Martin, yeah, of course.
I think that it's a basic truth where I feel like we're all human beings and we're created equally. So I think the person was trying to just call everyone's attention to a basic truth, what everyone should believe.
That's pretty forward thinking from what I guess before the situation we find ourselves in today.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, right. And the person who said this, I mean, like, what's your thoughts on this type of person, his characteristics and things like that?
Again, when was it said? I mean, when was this? Do you need some kind of
time limit
really onto when?
Estimated 1400 years ago.
1400 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, someone who must have seen a lot of the world.
Yeah.
Someone who must have seen also a lot of. Someone who's probably well travelled.
Yeah.
Which obviously people weren't so much in that, obviously, that time.
Yeah.
So someone who's well travelled and to have got both sides of that.
You're smiling in the face of your brother is charity. Commanding good and forbidding evil is charity. You're giving directions to a man lost in the land is charity for you. You're seeing for a man with bad sight is a charity for you. Your removal of a rock, a thorn or a bone from the road is charity for you. You're pouring what remains from your bucket into the bucket of your brother is charity for you. So
kind of like a religious leader, someone like God or someone like that, because reading the Bible they kind of treat you as like, they kind of say like you should treat everyone like a brother and treat everyone with the same respect. So that's what kind of springs to mind when you say that to me.
I think the person is trying to say charity begins at home, like every little thing you do actually contributes to the greater good. I think. I don't know who said this, but that's what I think. You know, the funny thing is, I just moved to London like 6 months ago, and the shocking thing is how everyone walks around with no smiles on their faces. I'm from Nigeria, and literally everyone's smiling on the road, even if they don't know you, they're giving you a word of greeting, which is quite different here. Everyone's just going around looking.
It's like a really charitable, wise person, and that the person's life, if we could all study it, should be something we should aspire to live by.
These statements are from our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We consider him the final prophet in a long chain of other prophets in the past. So what's your thoughts on the statements and I'm not sure if you had any viewpoint of Prophet Muhammad beforehand or your viewpoint now.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that now. Yeah, different perspective actually.
Different perspective,
yeah, it does.
Just out of curiosity, what was your perspective beforehand?
Well, actually I didn't really have like concrete thoughts. It was just what I saw in the media, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is different.
It made you think differently about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him?
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like how you treat people and what you might think for granted, to kind of like help people, just to take time out of your day to kind of help other people and make sure they get the same enjoyment out of life that you do, and to treat everyone with respect. So
what does that make you think now you know the person?
It makes me feel like I am not a Muslim, right? But it gives me an insight into more of an understanding of the Prophet. And contrary to what a lot of people think about Muslims and what the Prophet commands, it gives me it helps me see the very good side. Even though I'm exposed to the very good side, I have a best friend who's a Muslim, my grandma is a Muslim, and so it gives me an understanding that Islam itself or the teachings of Prophet Muhammad are about showing love to the other person, to the next person, the person next to you, irrespective of who they are.
Could you guess who this is from?
I think it's from Malcolm X.
Malcolm X?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you what's your thoughts on Malcolm X? Just wondering.
I think he was a positive and respectful leader. Yeah. And then he was a leader. I think he guided people. Yeah. I don't know about.
Was he inspirational to you?
Yeah, I think he's very inspirational because I heard a couple of his stories.
Yeah. So this actually wasn't from Malcolm X, but as you know, Malcolm X is actually a follower of this person. Malcolm X was a Muslim. The person who said these quotes is actually Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
I just had that in my mind.
Oh, you had that in your mind?
Yeah, I had that in my mind. But
okay.
I had in my mind, but thinking of Malcolm X, but I actually thought Prophet Muhammad.
But it's quite smart that you said Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Malcolm X being a Muslim, obviously he would try to emulate Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Yeah. We try to, because he's done so much good. So.
Like when I heard these quotes, I think he was like a spiritual leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that he had faith in others to do like what is right and what is wrong.